Hey guys, how's it going? It is Saturday, we are live, we are back, and this time we are doing Minecraft. How are we all doing? Is everything working great? Yeah, it's been a lovely day here in the UK. We've had bright blue skies for most of the day. Me and my partner spent the best part of the day just kind of in the garden, relaxing. I did do a bit of content stuff, got some shorts ready, and of course a short went live today, as well as a kind of video segment from last time. So yeah, doing good, everything sounds and looks great. Perfect. Had a nice relaxing day. I've also ordered some stuff because it's now August and that means that we've been paid. So I have ordered some soundproofing for this room, which if you didn't know is in my new office. I have been moving house, but that is all sorted now. Obviously we've still got boxes and things everywhere and still bits and pieces of admin to do while we get everything kind of figured out. But yeah, obviously this room's quite echoey at the moment, and this is going to be my office for the foreseeable future. So I have ordered some soundproofing, and yeah, I'm excited to get that up and start to get this room kind of starting to feel nice. It will be a kind of gradual process. It's not all going to happen at once, but yeah, I hope that kind of over time we're just going to get little bits and pieces, and yeah, that will make everything better, improve my quality, and that is something that I really do want to focus on. So yeah, also check this out. This is the cup that you get from Cineworld, or did get when the Minecraft movie came out. And I figured it was quite appropriate. I'll do a little twist. And this has my juice in that I will be drinking on stream today, because we have to stay hydrated, don't we, chat? So yeah, I really hope that you're hydrated. I hope that you're well. And today we are going to be playing with the brand new Copper Golem, and I am super excited about that. A new snapshot came out for Minecraft, and yeah, it's got the Copper Golem, it's got shelves, and I do actually have the changelog here. If I just do this, I've got to remember how to do this now. If I do that, and then so yeah, this is the brand new snapshot. How we've yearned for the shipping room. We're back with our first snapshot release of the season, bringing you a big bundle of features from our third game drop of the year. Test the Copper Golem and Copper Chest for a tidier, livelier base, and watch your helper oxidize and turn into a statue, complete with adorable redstone signal emitting poses, build functional decor using the brand new shelves, and try out new copper weapons, tools, and armor. To top it off, this release also includes copper horse armor and oxidizing lightning rods, in addition to a slew of bug fixes and technical changes. It was my background music, okay? That's good to know. So the feature I'm most excited about is the Copper Golem. It's a new mob which can be spawned by placing a jack-o'-lantern or a carved pumpkin on top of a copper block. It oxidizes over time and can be waxed like copper blocks. If it's fully oxidized and is not waxed, it will turn into a Copper Golem statue. And it can help with sorting items into chests. That's the feature I am most excited about. As some of you will know, I am kind of a redstoner, a bit of a nerd, so I kind of like the technical side of Minecraft. I'm not by any means like kind of working with command blocks or like anything like that or breaking the game, but I'm kind of your practical redstoner, every day doing bits and like farms and things. So Sorting systems I absolutely love, and I think the Copper Golem is going to absolutely revolutionize that. So let's head into the game, if I can remember how to do this. If I can do that. There we go, we are in the game. I have just created a new world. It's literally I just spawned just in this plains biome. I think just over there. I don't even have zoom, I don't have any mods. So we are in creative. I'm just going to turn the music down in my ear a little bit, just because that is quite loud, and let's adjust that as well. There we go. So I think we're good. Yep. So we are going to be playing with the Copper Golem. This is where we spawned roughly. So we've got little areas here. We can build on whatever we want to do. I have stopped the weather and the day cycle, just so we can kind of experiment and play together. But yeah, I think what I want to do first is just have a look at all of them. So I searched Copper Golem. Okay, so there is a spawn egg. So these are the statues. And what is it? It's a block of copper and what is it? A pumpkin, a carved pumpkin. So let's summon these. I wonder if there's a achievement for summoning a Copper Golem. I think that'd be quite cool. But if you have any suggestions on what you want to see with the Copper Golem today, I am more than happy to... Why did you spawn there? Oh, yeah, I'm more than happy to take any suggestions from chat. I have just realised that you can't see the captions, and I do want my stream to be as accessible as possible. So I will just move my camera up to the top, and that hasn't worked. Something's a little weird there. Just have a look at this. Like, I don't have my border, so we might just have to deal with that for today. Just so you can see the captions. And my goodness, they're noisy little creatures, aren't they? So they are constantly checking these copper chests. I didn't wax any of these, but I think you can get an axe. And yes, you can wax them. Can you wax the chests as well? You can. Well, you can deoxidize and then wax, or is it a honeycomb? And then we can lock them like that. And I think the main functionality is that they can sort items. So let's have a double chest here. And if we put a stack of honeycomb here and one honeycomb here, we should see them pick up the honeycomb. That's so cool. And put it into the chest. And this guy is going to do the same. Oh, it's cool that they have a little queue system. Oh, that I like that. That's so cute. Oh, they're like, oh, I want to I'll just wait your turn. It's fine. Just there's no rush. Just take your time. So yeah, that's really cute. And that was a stack. Obviously, we had 4, so they picked it up quite quickly. Just gonna... Still playing a little bit with audio levels here. The music's changing something, that's why it's quite quiet at the moment. Where is the music? Yeah, it's there. So I think what I want to do is just play around with just one for now. How is there a way to get rid of them? They're not like the creaking, are they? So I don't know why some of them are still around. Do I have to kill them? That seems really bad. But oh, they drop copper. Oh, this seems really mean. I'm sorry. I just want to play around with one of you. So, hello. He's looking at me like, what did you just do? You just killed my friends in front of me. How dare you? Is that chest staying open? It's because he's constantly checking there. So I think what we can do is if we got like just some random blocks and put them in there, it would pick them up, and then it would check this chest, see that they don't match this type, and then try and put them in here. Oh, I love the little animations. That's so cool. So then it puts them into there, 16 at a time, and it goes and grabs some more. Sees that they can't go in there and puts them into there. So that's interesting. So it doesn't have a kind of memory per se. It constantly checks each chest. So if we put mycelium in here now, is it going to prioritize this chest or prioritize this chest? It should still be picking some up. So does it just go to the nearest chest, or is there a set order? So if I did this and put some more mycelium into there, I don't know why it's mycelium. I just picked a random block. So that's going to go to the copper chest, get some mycelium, and then it's going to go to the... So it does go to the nearest one. That's interesting. So it'll constantly be putting it in here now. Unless I take that out and put that in there. Now it sees it can't go in there. So it's going to go and check this one, and it can put them in there. Interesting. So what happens if it goes to here? Will it put them in there? It will. Curious. So does it just constantly find the next nearest? So if I did something a bit like this, would it check this direction first? Let's actually constantly be restocking this, and let's put a chest on top. I'm assuming you can do this. Let's get some purple wool, and we'll just there we go. So it's going to check this, find that there's a chest in there, then check that one and put it into there. So if we now put some orange in, does it always just take from the first slot? So we'll check there. Orange. So is it okay? But then it goes over to there because I think that one's closer than this one. I don't know why it went there. Or is the order chosen randomly? So it's checked all of those, then it comes to here, sees that it can put it in. So if we just put some chests in all of these and put some orange wool in there, which order is it going to do? Check this one. Goes over here. So I'm trying to work out the order here. What do you guys reckon is going to be the best way to work out the order? It's looking in there, then it will look down here. But will it go here? So it's going to see that one, see that it can put the stuff in there. And then it's going to take some orange, check this one. The order seems to be the same. So it's not based on proximity, it's based on... It can't be the order I placed them down though, because I placed these down first before I placed these down. So, hey little buddy, what order do you put the chests in? I don't know how crucial that is, because it does seem to check all the chests anyway. And it put it into there. So if I take that out and put a chest in, it is quite slow, but I think that's okay because it's got so many different functionalities. I wonder if I add more copper golems, whether it will do it quite quickly. If I we'll check what happens here because it's holding the orange wool, then it goes over to here. Or could it put it back into that chest? It can't. Oh, that's an interesting thing. I do wonder whether once this is drained through, it's not seeing this chest. Go on, this is the chest. If I put some orange wool in it, will it see it? Just checking them all again now. This is the chest for the orange wool. Is that because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, it's checking this one now. Oh, and then it's going to put it in and it's going to constantly just cycle around. So now it's picking up the purple wool. And it's going to... Oh gosh, we've just created a loop. Okay. Do that. There is nowhere for the purple to go, so we'll just put some purple in there. Actually, I'll leave it empty and see what it does. If you guys have any suggestions as to what you want to see done with the copper golem, just let me know and I will try my best to work it out. I think we're just working out mechanics at the moment. When does the chest close? When it's found where an item can go? Oh, there's purple in that one. Let's put some orange in there. So it can't go to that one now. It seems like the order is kind of randomized, but it's kind of not. So what I'm immediately thinking is I'm thinking that let's just check the range on it. Oh, there's so many things floating around my head. I think if I got some stone, some smooth stone, and just kind of pillared up a bit. And then let's just set a big square in the sky just for us to do some testing with. So let's fill from there to there with Smooth stone. There we go. So just a big little area for us to do some testing in. A big little area. Yes, that's how words are. So I'm envisioning something a bit like this as like a storage room. So let's get some chests in and let's see what we can make, because this is the kind of normal storage room that most people would kind of well, I guess a lot of people would have a kind of storage room where the copper golem would work naturally. But what I want to do is see if we can come up with a system that would kind of fit these. So imagine that, I don't know, we had oak stuff here, birch stuff here, and let's just do spruce here, and then everything else would go there. So imagine you've got a system where you want all the different oak materials together, all the different birch materials, spruce materials, etc., into one kind of column of chests. And if we put some hoppers on the back here. Now, if we were to do like a traditional item sorter, we'd kind of have to do either something complicated, or we'd have to kind of have many item sorters feed into this one line. So what I'm envisioning a kind of a master chest is like the input, a master copper chest is the input, and then you've got two chests that are kind of, hey, does it fit this criteria? Does it fit this? So it kind of goes down the line. So it kind of goes, there's a copper chest or something. Here. And it kind of goes, oh, does it fit into this chest? No. Does it fit into this chest? No. Now, you could do that normally, but if you wanted it kind of automated, and have like a different copper golem at each station, so it kind of, they pass them down the line if they don't fit. So we're going to need a way of locking a hopper that what I'm thinking is that we would have a chest, and it would have lots of different items in these slots, because I know the copper golem fills up the top left first. So if we just did something like this, and we took a signal strength from that, we're going to have to look up comparator signal strengths. I'm a bit all over the place at the moment, so I do apologize for that, guys. I'm just kind of seeing what comes to my mind first of all. I didn't really go into this stream with a plan, but hopefully that is okay. Yeah, that's okay. Cool. So let's just have a quick look on the Minecraft wiki at the comparator table. And look for a double chest. So how many items are there in this chest right now? There's 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54 items can fit into a double chest. So if we made it so that one of the items was went up to a stack and 60, then so there's a stack and 60 items in the chest. Whenever that should output a signal strength of 2. But if the copper golem then adds some more items into there, it will unlock a hopper that then it will provide a signal strength of 3. That will then unlock a hopper, and that hopper will let those items pass through into our sorting system. I think that makes sense. So how do we fill up a chest so that it's a signal strength of 2? If we just did this, oh, it's so weird seeing that redstone texture. So what was it? A stack and 60. So this is a stack, and that's more than a stack. So if I just went 1, 2, 3, 4 and positioned all of these here like that, then that should be a stack and 60 in the chat. Why is that not working? That should be out. I'm reading the wrong thing. I was reading for a single chest. It could be a single chest, actually. It doesn't need to be a double. So, 1 stack, 1, 2, 3, 4, and like that. So obviously this would just be a signal strength of 2, but if you put 1 more item in, why is that not a signal strength of 3? I'm constantly going back to the wiki here. 1 stack plus 60. So if there's 1 stack plus 61, let's just clear my inventory. That's 1 stack plus 60. Why is that not outputting a signal strength of 3? As soon as there's 1 stack plus 61 items in there, then that should is it because they're not the same item? No. How much do you need to get to right, so 1, that's a signal strength of 1. And if we put the whole stack in, that's still a signal strength of 1. Okay, so if we maybe did 50, okay, let's do it that way. Yeah, that's the way it works. It's 1 under. So if we had that many items in the chest, and then if we add 1 item, it will go up to a signal strength of 2. Yes. So that's how we're going to make that work. This is going to be neat, and I am doing redstone on stream, so that's something that everyone says you shouldn't do. So please bear with me. I hope this is okay. It's very nerdy, but hey, I'm a nerd. So imagine the copper golem put 16 items in. Yeah, that would be our signal strength of 2. So if we had a hopper underneath, and that hopper was locked, if we did maybe it goes down the side, a bit like a regular sorter. So if we did something like that, we could have it so that it powers a torch there. So the torch is locked, and that should mean that this hopper... Oh, yes, I forgot they changed the F3 screen. I'd like to see information about this, so... if we do F3 and F5, function F3, F5. Don't know how this works on a Mac. Okay, I'm going to assume that that hopper is locked. Yes. Is that hopper also locked? No. Stream keeps freezing, but that may be your internet. Okay. So back to it after some technical issues. This hopper is going to be locked, and it's going to have a chest on top of it. We should actually be able to copy them. If I do, is it Control Shift middle click, or just Control middle click? Yeah, we'll sort it out after. So then there's a chest here, and this chest is going to take a comparator output, and that's going to be here. And when it reaches 2, then we send a signal down to there. So 1, 2, and we want to put a stack and 59 items here. So that's going to be like that for now. And then if the copper golem were to put some redstone in, that should unlock the hopper and only allow those items to pass through, and then lock again. So what's happening with that is this comparator is giving a signal strength of 1, but the moment that another item appears into the chest, it's making a signal strength of 2 that is powering this block, powering this repeater, depowering this torch, and unlocking this Enderman? Yes, unlocking this Enderman. Unlocking this hopper, allowing the items to pass through. So, does this work with just one item? It does. Brilliant. So, now we've got to find a way for the copper golem to be putting items into this chest. So, and ideally be tileable. I wonder how high can a copper golem reach? Can you put something in a chest here if I just get rid of some of these chests? Get rid of this one and just put like back in. Can you reach to put stuff up here? he wants to, if I make a little staircase for him. Okay, let's just nudge you off. Do you need to be level with the chest? So if I did something like that, can you get it into the chest? You can, perfect. So we want the copper golem to be able to put stuff into this chest. Obviously at the moment it would just put chests in. How do we make this? Maybe we don't focus on it being tileable for now, and we just look at it. Let's just get a waxed one and a normal one. Yeah, and we're just gonna see if we can make it work and then try and compact it. I hope that if I put a chest here, oh, we need to spawn the copper golem, so we need a block of copper and a carved pumpkin, and like so. If I let's just test it with wool for now. Let's get some purple, some red, and some green. If I take one of them out and put a purple block, and then put purple, red, and green in here, it puts that in. Yes, perfect. So it's detecting that that can go straight in. So that's nice and simple. What isn't as simple is going to be trying to get this tileable, because we want it to have a chest where it puts stuff that it doesn't know. Where are you going? No. No. I don't want you to put it over the... Come on, head back up. Let's get some glass. And just kind of put him in here so he doesn't fall out. Back up, please. There we go. So then, if it can't put it in, no, stop climbing. Stop running away, okay? You're gonna have to head back up now. And there we go. Right, so you pick up the thing. You can't put it in there. Then maybe what you do... This is going to be interesting to try and trap them, because we're probably going to have to stagger it. This will be tileable. So if we just made this tileable here. It's very similar to an old-fashioned redstone sorter. Old-fashioned. And if I then put just one on here, you shouldn't be able to reach that. Oh, you can. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, I'm just going to put loads of filler items in here for now. Oh, but that's interesting. If it can reach there, then it'll be able to reach there as well. So we only need to have a copper golem. Let's just put some more hoppers in. I doubt it'd be able to reach any of them. Yeah. So we only need another copper golem to be here. Oh, that's gonna be so cool. Because then if we just build another glass thing here. Something just a bit like this. And we'd have another copper golem in here. Obviously with the circuits. And we want a copper chest to be here. Let's just get a copper golem, spawn egg. Yeah, imagine that there's a copper golem in there. All we have to do is have a chest for items that it doesn't recognize, which could honestly be there, and then we just have hoppers connecting into that one. So if we set all of this up, we can it's the wrong way. Just so I think what I've just made here is a tileable one-wide multi-item sorter, which is really cool. So let's set this up how we want it to go. I'll just put a input chest here, and nothing is in there. We can get rid of this. And that. Put some chests here. So this is kind of like the top level of what this would be. Obviously we could at the top put the hoppers going anywhere. So if that went like that. Let's just try it simple for now. We'll get some purple, some blue, some red, and some green. Blue and orange. And we'll continue using chests as our filler item. So 64 and 35. So 64 there. And 35 if we just fill up all of that and put 35 in. And then we can put one bit of purple wool there. I think that was purple. Yep. and one bit of green there. Let's put it in order. Then a stack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it's going to be red. And that's going to be there. And then a stack. Why is my middle click not working? There we go. And all of this goes here, not in the first slot. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 35. Obviously this can be any item. It could be a renamed item that's never going to go in a sorting system, like sticks or something. So red, green, purple, green, red, and blue. And if we put a chest, my middle click's not working. That's not worrying at all. I know some of those chests are facing, I know they're all facing the right direction. Chest here with some hoppers going out. So how this test should work is we need to put blue into here, but then we're going to get a stack of each wool color. Really not liking the fact my middle click's not working. Having to really push down hard on that. So this is our input chest. The items will flow through. The copper golem will decide, will pick them up, decide if they are purple or if they are green. If they are, it will put them in the right chest, and then that will unlock them and send them down to their respective chests down here. But if it doesn't match any of those, then it will put them into this chest, which will take them into this one, and then we'll get a copper golem in here, just like that. Oh, why is there's stuff in there? That's gonna mess up our test. Okay, and it's putting them in. Can I have that? Thank you. Oh, just lost our inventory. So we'll get a stack. I do apologise about the sound of my middle click. And orange. And there's nothing in the system, nothing here. Oh, does it need an air gap above the chest? Maybe if we did it like that. Yeah. So as long as it checks those chests first, then deposits into here, which I hope it will do, then we can just put all of the items in and they should flow into their respective chests. Let's try it. So purple is flowing through, and there should be, yep, purple is there. Has this got stuck? There we go. It did something like that. Oh, is that putting purple in there? Oh, why? That's annoying, because then it's just passing it down the line. So what is the order of priority for copper golems? Let's just have a look. See if we can do a quick Google search and find anything. Let's just check the wiki first of all and see what that says. Copper golem and item sorting. The copper golem takes out the first 16. If it is holding an item or a stack of items, it visits the nearest chest or trapped chest and attempts to put items into it. It takes 3 seconds to stop and examine each chest it visits. If the chest is empty, or if the chest contains the same type of item, regardless of durability, with the same name and enchantments, the copper golem attempts to add its item to the chest. So it says nearest chest. Okay. That's annoying because it is just going to be passing all the items down to here. So we need to think of a way where these chests are the nearest to it. Now, that's 1 block, 2 blocks, and it's 2 blocks and 1 block down, whereas that's obviously just diagonal. So if it was I'm just gonna kill them. I feel really bad. And let's just put this in here. Did it get any down here? It got some of the green. That's interesting. Why? So if I just take this all out, and take this. So we lost 1 green thing. Is that in here? Oh, is it because it keeps... Yes, 1 item gets lost in there. So that is red and blue, which we can just put in. That happens in normal sorting systems. Okay. So keep those for now. But we need to find a way of making this chest further away than those ones. So that's 2 and 1 down. That's 1 and 1 across. So that's currently at 2, 1, and that's 3. So if we did that, they should be the same. Didn't know, because then the one on the other side can access it. So maybe we just need to do something like that. With a block there so it can get there. And it can put the item into that chest there. Maybe something like that would work, because that is 1, 2, 3 blocks away. So What would be cool if they added was if they prioritized a certain kind of container. So maybe they prioritized all the chests in the region before they prioritized trap chests. This is free and that's free, so that will probably not work. Whereas if we did something like that, then that might work. It's a little clunky. A bit clunkier than I would have liked. But it can kind of head up here and get to here. And we just need to make sure that it can't get out. So that would be something like that. And then if we did the same thing, it's quite hopper intensive. But that's okay. Some glass here. And then we'd have another just like that as the output. So then we could have a chest here and just a bit of glass there. Then it shouldn't be able to get out. And it's still tileable. We don't need these bits of glass or these bits. We probably don't need it to be that high either. I'm assuming it can only do 1 block jumps. Okay, so let's get some copper golem spawn eggs. And this is empty. This is empty. These chests at the bottom are all empty. These chests are all good and ready. So spawn a copper golem, spawn a copper golem. Let's just see the order that they're checking them in. Oh, do they get stuck? So let's put some items in, all in just a random order. So that goes down first. That's good. It's checking if that's blue. It's not. Then it's going to head up here and put it into... Why can't it put it into that chest? It definitely could put it into this one. Is it because it needs space above? Can you put it in? So if we did something like that, can you now go put it in? Go and check, yep. So then the blue is going to go through here. It's getting the blue, and it can see that you can put it straight into there, and now the blue is coming down. Perfect. So that one's doing the same with the blue. So it's staying there if it can't remember the it knows that it can't go in there. Oh, that's a problem. We need it to always prioritize these chests down here. Because at the moment that one's stuck up there. We need it to kind of default to its position down here. And then it will be closer. Because at the moment it's just putting all of the items in here. Oh, that's annoying. but we have it kind of functioning. That's probably going to mean that some stuff is going to end up here. How do we solve that one, chat? Not sure. We kind of need it to maybe path from here. So I wonder if we did something like... Ooh, why are you going down there now? Interesting. Maybe it was working before we changed anything? Because now it's going down here for the purple. Sorry. Nope. I don't know why I'm apologizing to it. Purple and green. Oh, but they're taking... Why? I thought you could access this. Purple... The blue's gone perfectly. Nothing is in here yet. Let's just... It might be working. This one has green. This one doesn't know where green goes. That one shouldn't have green, so it's definitely not working 100%. There's nothing else in there. Oh, yes, we need to do the same thing here. So, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I don't know why that is. Why it needs an air block above it. It's a bit bizarre. So that should be putting the green in there. Yeah, and now the green's coming through. So we'll see what else happens. Yeah, now that one's going to be stuck there and passing things through. So... Yeah, I think we need it to be able to path along here. If we got like a slab. We don't want it picking it up from here. So... We want it to be able to get to here, and then it has to resume back to here. Because if it's there, these will still be the same distance away. What is this one doing with the orange? It should be putting it in there. I think we'll make this change once it's finished with the final bits of orange, and we'll see what happens. I think we're still going to have the problem that it stands here and picks it up. So... yeah, we'll probably need to redesign, but the concept is there. Are you done? You are. So then... Interesting that all of the blue worked. I don't know why that is. And most of the purple worked. That's bizarre. So, sorry about this, but I need you not to be wandering off when I redesign this. let's just take all of this down, and we know the kind of logic now. Okay. That chest is the wrong way round, but that doesn't matter at this point. If we had a copper chest, like above this, it's going to prioritize these ones. It would go here. Then, like, it kind of picks this one. Okay, I wonder if it can take stuff out of there. Let's just try that down here. Get a chest, put it under, break these. And if we just put load the purple in here, can it take it out and put it into the one below it? Maybe you need to be level with it. Let's try that. It reaches up. Oh. Picks him up. Gets stuck. So I give you a little nudge. I don't want you on there. Off you go. Off we go. No. Back this way. How can you not get off? I think this might be a bug. I think we might have found a bug that it gets stuck if it's on top of a chest, on top of a copper chest, on top of a chest. So yeah, that's interesting. If we put a block here, so it can't check golem spawn egg. So if we just put it like that, so now it can't get on top, it can put the stuff right beneath. That's good to know. So our copper chest can be here, and then our other chest could be here. So it'll always come back here, check that one, and then it will have to go further. And then we'd have another copper chest here, and a hopper. Reckon we could probably go a bit closer, but we don't want it to be right next to it, so if we did something like that, it would always have to come back down here and check. And then we could have some glass. And on side, something a bit like that. Like the copper golem here, and there shouldn't. Oh, maybe it can go. Can it get diagonal? That's something to test. Let's just see. Can the copper golem go out? I reckon we could probably even put the chest there. No, because that would then... Oh, yeah. Okay, so... Go back in. Go back in. Go back in. No, I want you back in there. Go back in. Perfect. Okay. So yeah, it can't get out of there. And this would seem to be what the plan. So let's just get a chest here and put a chest there. Glass, 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 glass. We don't need the glass there, but we do need it 2 above the chest and 2 above the chest. So then we just want a input into this copper chest here, and that should work. You should still be able to check down the diagonal, and don't think you can get out. Okay, moment of truth. We've lost some of our wool colour. What colour have we lost? Green. Okay, so if we have our input chest here and we put in a load of stuff, that's going to flow through to here. It's going to pick it up. Check that one. Check that one. See that it can't do it. Tell me you can access that chest. Okay, why can't you access the chest now? Nope, 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 stay. Okay, so now it can access the chest. I think it's a little bit buggy with how it can access the chest. But this would seem to be working. Just passing it down the line. We should see some of those torches turn off at points. Oh. Blue is ending up here. Why? Can you not? You can access the chests underneath. Maybe if we get rid of those blocks. That would also mean that we don't have to have all of that. think we've got a very cool concept here. We've got a kind of copper golem sorting system. Their head spins. There's red there. Why can you not see it? Like, you should be able to check those. Do they need to be a slab? How do we do this? If I did a slab there and got a piston. And just like that. So that moved that one, and slab there. Ooh, breaking stuff. Let's top that back up. Can you access this stuff now? It's having trouble locating that chest, those chests there. I guess there's no reason it has to be at that level. It can't be much lower. It could stand on the hopper, I guess. But yeah, I think for proof of concept, that's good enough for now. I'm getting quite hot, so I think what we're going to do is we are going to take a quick break here. For those of you who are new to the channel, about kind of once an hour I do take a break. This is so I can get a drink, I can have a stretch, move around, take a few moments away from the screen. I suggest you do so too. During this time I will be running a game called Words on Screen. You are more than welcome to play. It is essentially an anagram game where you have to find different words within the anagram, just type them into Twitch chat. There is a cooldown, I think about kind of 15-20 seconds. And yeah, it should automatically run, but we will see how that goes. I'll just make sure it's running and then I'll go take a quick break. Be back in kind of 5 minutes or so. Let's see how this goes. And we are back. I hope you all had a good break and are hydrated. And yeah, we are going to continue playing with all of the different things. Hope you enjoyed Words on Stream. So yeah, let's these guys, I think their AI might need a bit of work and a bit of investigating. So that's probably going to be something that I do off camera, because yeah, I don't know why they're stuck now. Both holding red, when like it can put stuff in the red here. It just needs to kind of see that that is a valid chest. So I don't know if that's something that's going to get patched out or going to change, but certainly something that I will be investigating offline. Don't know if it's possible, but it'd be cool if you got channel points when you guess a word correctly for Words on Stream. I really don't know if that's possible, but I can look into that when I hit affiliate, if I hit affiliate, because at the moment I don't think channel points are a thing that you get for affiliate. So yeah, that's something that will have to come a bit later, but maybe something that we can look into. Now, something that in fact, let's get Yep, showing the game now. Okay, back from more technical difficulties. OBS crashed. I don't know why. And then I couldn't change anything, and then all my game and things weren't loading into OBS properly. Maybe I do need to do a full restart, but hopefully, touch wood, we are working now. So what I did want to do is head to this, which is here, and let's have a look at what else is new. So we've done a lot with the copper golem and the copper chest. Obviously they can oxidize and deoxidize like normal. We've got the statue, copper equipment, and the shelf. Copper golem, yep. Item sorting, statue block, lightning rods oxidize. Something I do want to test with that is whether they output different redstone signals or not. Copper nugget, copper armor, tools, equipment, copper horse armor, and then we've got the shelf. Okay, so let's do that and head back into the game. So yeah, let's check out these statues. So if we get I wonder how long it takes for them to turn into a statue. So if I get some different oxidizing ones and some pumpkins, we can see how long it would take for all of these to oxidize and turn into statues. Hopefully they'll do that by the end of the stream. But if we look at the statues now, we've got all the different types, and I think there's some cool redstone functionality we can do with this. So let's head over here, and so if we do that and that, so how do we change their poses? Is it just a redstone signal? We get some redstone. So there should be a way of changing their poses, I thought. Do we need to run it through it like a repeater? So if we did repeater, nope. From the back. Run it through a block. I thought there was a way of making them do different poses. And right click? Oh, yes, right click. Okay. Clever chat, well done. So let's just reset. So we've got that pose. We can have it sitting down. We can have it running around, and we can have it doing jumping jacks. So there are the different poses. In fact, that's quite cute. That deserves a screenshot. And do these give off a redstone signal? They can't be changed with redstone, but they give off different signals. So let's maybe, can we look at this? No. Let's position them up here, spaced apart, so we can clearly see. So this has a signal strength of 1. Signal strength of 2. Signal strength of 3. And signal strength of 4. Which means we could technically use those as a scale of how full if we did a comparator like that, or what is it, comparator like that, and we had a container here, we could use the pose to determine how full it is, a bit like a crafter. Might be cheaper than a crafter, but like in redstone circuitry you can use those as composters. But what I'm also wondering is if we could make a piston door. Now this piston door is going to be very basic. It's going to be extending, it's going to be there. So let's just have this like that, and so redstone like that. And if we hooked this up to like a combination lock, so if we just went and powered this, okay, so very simple piston door. Lever. So at the moment the door is closed. Flick the lever and the door opens. Just like that. Obviously we don't really need to invert it, but I like to. So if we then had a, how do we do this? I guess we could do it so that the easiest way would be something just like that. And then, so all of them have to be in the final pose to unlock the piston door. So we want it so that let's make an AND gate here. I'm just doing it very crude and basic. So if this is on and goes to here, then that torch turns off. But at the moment, the only time that that torch will turn on is when all 4 are in the right position. So that's currently locked. So we've got the door closed, but if we position this, this, and this, the door opens. Cool. Obviously, this only works for this combination, because if we did it where it like that, then you can have this one on 3 and them on 4. So you'd need to come up with a way for that to to not work, but that's a very simple combination lock that I cannot think about right now because my brain is a little bit redstoned out. Can you tell that this is a redstone experimenting with the copper golem? Just take a look at this, like, oh, it's like, oh, copper golem, brilliant, what can it be used for? This is such a, like, a redstoner's testing area. But let's look at what else we had. So, we had, what was it? Yep, I'll be thinking about how to add them into builds or make a house for them. Yep, whereas I'm just like, oh, how can we integrate them in a sorting system? So let's finish with the copper stuff. We've got lightning rod and the equipment. So do this. Right. So lightning rod. Oh, we've got lots of different kinds of lightning rods now. Okay, that's cool. Now, how do we get do a test of this? Because I do want to see, because I know a lightning rod runs a different redstone signal off, so if we did smooth stone, I could spell. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Don't know if this is going to be the best way to test it, but this is the first way that comes to mind. And redstone. So let's have our baseline be this one, and I'll just get rid of these for the moment. So if we do /weather thunder, and apologies about the graphics, and we can see it's getting charged up. So /game rule do daylight cycle true, just so the weather's moving, and then we do /summon lightning bolt. Oh, sorry about the flashing, guys. So that is a signal strength of 15. Let me just turn down lightning. Hide lightning flashes. There we go. So then if we do the same test, but here, and we just run redstone all along this, there shouldn't be any more flashing. And oh, that lightning actually hit that one right there. So if I now summon some lightning, it hit that one. We know that that one's 15. It hit this one, So that was 15. It hit it again. And that tells me that they're probably all going to be 15. So... oh, grapple. So if I'm here and summon a lightning bolt... oh, that one hit. So, yeah, they're all going to be 15, but we will just check. Yep. And then we'll do slash game rule and do daylight cycle false slash weather clear. And we've got some spiders and mobs here. So let's just quickly head into peaceful. Now, have we got any statues yet? No statues yet. How long do they take to oxidize? So, yeah, all of the lightning bolts are give off the same signal. I think it would be cool, because I think the main purpose of the lightning bolts is for the lightning rods is for builders to put into their designs and things. Like I imagine, if we did something like copper, oxidized copper, maybe this one, and we got the lightning rod and the oxidized variant, and we would want to a little bit of a pain to place. We went again like that. You could have decorations like that for, like, I don't know, like a pirate ship or something, or like a compass. That's really cool. I like the decoration that you can do with that, and that they've now made it match. It would just be cool if they like, I don't know, like 4 different signal strengths. So the more oxidized it is, the less power it sends. I think that would be quite a good thing, because we've got the copper bulbs that do, the more oxidized it is, the less bright it is. So yeah, like maybe this one doesn't do any, but the weathered one does 5, the exposed does 10, and this one does 15. I think that would make like the most sense. And then there would be kind of a function to that. I'm not quite sure what you'd need that, but I guess kind of like some cool weather station or something could be. Obviously this is all in snapshots at the moment, so things are gonna change. I hope the pathfinding changes a little bit with these guys, because they're still stuck in a loop. But now we come to the shelves, and they come in all the wood types, including the nethered wood types. So I am quite excited for these, because these are going to help with inventory management. So how do they work? So they place like that, and this is what the back texture looks like. So I don't know if they are vertical half slabs, because if you were doing a building where you wanted vertical half slabs, let's just say something, we just had a wall here and you wanted to, I guess you can decorate like that, and I think you can toggle. Oh, we've put Yeah, I think there's a way of toggling it. Oh, is it powered with redstone? So if we put a lever here, you can get them to look like that. But if you want to use the back texture, then it's on that block. So I don't know. They're kind of vertical half slabs, kind of not. But I do know that you can use them for inventory management. So let's have a look at this. What do you guys think? Are they vertical half slabs or not? So if we wanted our inventory, so let's say we had a netherite sword and then a pickaxe and a shovel, and then we had lots of building blocks here. Let's say you think they kind of are but not quite. Yeah, I don't know why Mojang are so reluctant to add vertical half slabs. So if we do this, okay, that put a pickaxe in there. Do we have to be in survival for this? If I do / game mode survival, and I put a torch on the back, how do you put the items in? Because I know there's a, or do you have to do that, and that, oh, that, and then let's just go back into here, and it's going to put it into the far right slot. So there should be a way of doing all three. That does that. What does the wiki say about them? Not the wiki, the changelog. 6 matching blocks of any stripped log, stripped stem, or block of stripped bamboo. I think you need to power the shelf to do all three, okay? The shelf can store up to 3 item stacks. Interacting with any of the 3 slots on its front swaps the player's main hand item with the content of that slot. The shelf displays all items it contains in front of it, similar to an item frame. While a shelf is powered by redstone, its front texture changes to reflect that it's powered. When placed next to each other, up to 3 powered shelves will connect. Interacting with a single powered shelf swaps all its contents with the 3 rightmost items in the player's hotbar. Interacting with 2 connected shelves swaps their contents with the 6, and interacting with 3 swaps all of them. It does not matter which connected shelves the player interacts with. Okay, so if we then head back into the game, so let's power these. Let's get a lever, and that's powered. That's powered. So we've powered all of these. Oh my gosh. That is so cool. So we can swap stuff out. So if we then maybe had... so let's unpower this one. And let's put some more redstone bits in there. Let's say target block, hopper, comparator. And then we could have orange, yellow. And let's clear our inventory. Power them. And we can power that one and power that one. So if we get that, it swaps it out with lever. And then what we can do is we can swap. Oh, that's going to be so useful. So let's say we're doing redstone, we're doing it like this. Blah, 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 doing our redstoney bits. And then we want to go do building, we just have to right click and do that. And then all of our items can go back there. Ah, that is so cool. So what happens if I power all of them? And I take from this one. Okay, so it does them in groups of 3. You can see that marked here. Okay. That's really, really cool. Let's get... So we're doing our redstone. And now let's want to do building. And we have all of our things there. Oh, because this is powered. Let's try that again. So we're doing our redstoney bits, repeaters, and hoppers. And then we want to go do some building. So we swap all the items out there. And we can go do some building and some graveling. Yeah, that's cool. So I wonder, we can do that. We can do that. So I reckon what's probably going to be the most useful is having them in groups of 2. So you have your tools here, and then you just want to go do some redstone, but you can also kind of store things. So we could have like redstone constantly being refilled here. And we could have blocks being refilled here. Okay, so that opens up a lot of interesting possibilities, because I think you can put a hopper into these. So let's put them into this one. And let's get some wool. And let's take these. So then the red is filling up. I'm going to see if it remembers the slot it was in. So then I'm placing all the red over here. Just get rid of some of them. And I come back over to it. And that's interesting. So it doesn't immediately restock it when it's half full. But it does give more. So if I got rid of all of this, I get more red wool. Interesting. And then I want to go do some redstone. I could very easily see everything getting disorganized and you ending up with a situation like this. It would be cool if you could maybe like interact with it and set like a filter in each thing. But like the inventory management of the game just got so much better. Can you take a hopper out of it? I think this hopper is going to be locked because of these blocks. So if I unlock that, you can. Interesting. And there's lots of different variants, so every type of wood you could imagine. Interesting. And this is not yet a statue, so I'm not quite sure how I feel about the shelves at the moment. I think they're very cool for like swapping stuff out, but how often are you going to really do that? I think there's definitely some cool redstone contraptions we can make there. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure at the moment. Oh, that's all going into there. I think it would be quite cool for storage. It's just I don't know how it fits in with automated. But I guess if you had, I don't know, let's make, say, a room up here, where you just wanted to have lots of different hotbars ready to go, and it didn't really matter the order. So if I just got some shelves, we've got to look at the pink ones. Like that, and just got a lever and started locking them. Okay, that's locked into 2 groups of 3. Is there a way that I can lock it into 3 groups of 2? No. So you do have to have a gap of 1. So let's just extend this out. I think that would work with... I'm curious now if you break it. Yeah. So you do need a gap of 1, which is interesting if you want to do sets of 2. And let's just add a bit more. So yeah, I imagine the reason that I'm wanting to do it in groups of 2 is because most people kind of keep their tools in the first 3 slots. So yeah, let's have a redstone one. And that. Like that. Okay. And then let's have maybe a buildy one. I don't know, let's have some C blocks. A bit like that. And let's have one with a load of resources. Let's have some iron, gold, lapis, diamonds, emeralds, and copper, and put that there. So now we're coming in. We're like, oh, what do we want to do? Oh, we want to go continue working on our sea base. So we go do that. We're working on our sea base. And some of the blocks have gone. And like that. So now we want to put our blocks back. And let's go do some redstone. Head over, do some redstone. Put our blocks back, and now we want to go look at how rich we are. Hee, I'm so rich, look at me. And then we come back, and there we go. And now we want to do our sea base building some more. Cool. So I like that. I like that a lot. Don't know how it will incorporate with like, because what would be cool is if you could put it back on the shelf and it automatically replenishes the stock. So yeah, that's some complicated redstone that I cannot work out right now because these guys broke my brain. Didn't you? Yes, you. I'm talking to you. No, I wouldn't like the red block. You broke my brain. I don't get why that's not working. But yeah, that's something I'm going to do offline. Yeah, so what else was there? Just make sure we've got everything on the changelog. Copper chest, oxidizes over time, copper golem item sorting, statue block, lightning rod, the equipment, copper nugget, copper armor, the helmet has slightly higher durability than leather and gold, slightly less enchantability than iron. Okay, that's cool. Copper axe, copper hoe, copper pickaxe, all of the tools. Copper tools and weapons do the same amount of damage as stone, but have higher durability. Okay, so it kind of fits between like stone and iron. They work faster and last longer than stone, that's good. They have higher enchantability than diamond, but slightly less than iron. Okay, so they can get a lot more enchants on them. Copper equipment can be crafted with copper ingots. Nugget when smelted. Copper horse armor has the same loot table and chance of generating as iron horse armor. The shelf. Yep, 3 item stacks, interacting, and some accessibility changes. Invert mouse X. We've got to try it just to see how disorientating it is. So mouse settings, invert mouse X. Oh, I do not like that. That is making me sick. So for context, I'm moving my mouse to the right now, and my character is looking to the left. But I'm moving my mouse to the left, and my character is looking to the right. Yeah, that is a bit making me a bit motion sick. So, yeah. But let's try the copper armor and see how it looks on us. So aha! I am ready to fight. What do you think, guys? Do you think I look good in copper armor? It's definitely my color. I think I look snazzy. It matches my hair. It does. Let's have an axe in my offhand. Haha. Yes. I'm in copper armor. +4 armor. So, yep. Pretty much as it says on the tin. Copper tools and copper armor. Which I think is going to be... when it first came out, I was a bit like, oh, I'm not sure about this. But now that I've started something that I don't think I can tell you about quite yet, it's a little bit of a secret. But now that I've started kind of... how do I describe this without giving too much away? I have started a new Minecraft world, experienced the survival from the beginning, and I've definitely found a lot more copper than I have iron. So there's definitely going to be a use for it in the early game, but I think once you get iron, the use drops down. Although it will be cool to see how it looks with different trims. So smithing table, and spire, and we want is there a purple thing you can put on trims? Amethyst. So if I take this off, put that in, put that in, put that in, and we'll just get some more amethyst. Amethyst shard. So I did just pick a random one. Oh my gosh, we have my channel colors in armor. That is so cool. I love that so much. Orange and purple, they're my channel colors. That is so exciting. And yeah, copper armor may have just become my favorite thing aesthetically to wear with the trims. That is so cool. I love that, guys. That's amazing. Haha, I made you alive. That's brought me so much joy. Just... yeah, we definitely need a screenshot of that. I'm so happy that we can have my channel colors in armor. Ah! Oh, that's so cool. And yeah, we've got the different tools and things. So yeah, I think that might actually be a good point to end it. So let's do this. I am obviously ending a bit early, just because kind of explored some of the features and my brain hurts from doing redstone. But yeah, we are going to end the stream here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do apologize for how scuffed it's been and for yeah, all the technical hitches that we've had, and it was very kind of redstone-y at the start. So yeah, there's a lot to this update. I am very excited to see what else comes. I hope a little bit of work does happen on the Copper Golems AI and a bit more clarity happens on that and exactly where and where they can't reach. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching the stream. The best way to know when I'm live is to hit that follow button and make sure that notifications are turned on. If this is of interest to you, I can explore the snapshots as they come out and just kind of play around with them and see what's new. That is something I am definitely open to doing. I also will be doing a some more Minecraft in the future and continuing with Satisfactory. I'm kind of trying to get a good balance between Minecraft and Satisfactory, so yeah, we can stick around for that. I am available on socials. You can head on over to Clevprof on YouTube where you will find this VOD and many others. I do post videos on there as well as shorts, so please go check that out, hit the subscribe button. There's a lot of content on there, there's a lot of shorts. You can watch all my previous VODs from the past year of streaming if you really want to. Minecraft, Satisfactory, PlayTup, Railroute, lots of different games there. And I am also on Instagram and TikTok where I post those shorts and clips from the stream. So yeah, there's a lot of funny moments. Please go check it out. I am on Blue Sky, where you can follow me for notifications about when I upload and for when I'm live, as well as just kind of generally having a conversation. And I do have a Discord server. If you do !Discord in the chat, you will find the link to my Discord server. There you can find updates for when I'm live, when I post, and just generally talk to me about anything you want to. So yeah, that is it. Thank you guys for watching, and let's see if we can find someone to raid. I don't know who is live right now. We are going to send you on over to Jamal, who is playing Minecraft. Just a warning that they are not a PG streamer, so yeah, there may be some swearing, and if that's not what you want because you have little ones around or whatever, then yeah, feel free not to join the raid. If we could do Clevprof raid as our raid message, and now we have to do the awkward thing when we load up the raid, and yeah, it looks like they are on a one-shot SMP. Go send them some love, and yeah, Clevprof raid as our raid message. Bye guys.